Did you... Them bales been moved, or you just moved it around?
I'm just going to leave them there for now. We can always just do that little bit once they've been moved.
Yeah.
I probably won't move them until they're fermented, I'll just move them and go and sell them.
Yeah, because they're what you're selling, and then just...
All the ones in the shed are going to be the TMR
Going to
mix.
keep, and then you're just going to get to TMR.
Yeah.
I mean, how much is it going to be for a silo? Isn't there a... don't we have a TMR construction?
Yeah, well that makes TMR, it doesn't, you can't put TMR in it. One at like £250,000 or something like that.
I was just wondering whether you're obviously just going to keep...
I'm not really sure yet, I'm still working on... Depends on, I guess, how, but also depends on like how many cows we're going to get. If we're only going to get like 10, you can point us doing a load if we're planning to...
Well, we might... Excuse me. Fuck's sake.
Die quietly.
We might as well just make enough.
Yeah.
Then I'd rather have overproduction than us having to get so far through and...
Oh yeah, yeah. To be honest with you, probably just as easy if we're going to rent the TMR mixer, just do all those bales.
Yeah.
Or certainly as many as you can till you run out of one particular one.
Yeah.
I guess we're back on video again.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It's just a case of we might as well just use what we've got, because, I mean, the only thing we may have an issue with at the minute is going to be the sheep, when we get sheep.
Why, what's that?
Well, they need grass. Bales.
Yeah, well, hopefully by then the grass will have regrown.
Will it cause issues? It's starting to regrow now. Will it actually cause issues with me rolling?
No, it shouldn't do. You're still showing as rolling. As long as you don't get to harvest to like fully grown before.
Because I've now got bits of where I don't know where I've rolled.
But, sorry, we should possibly finish that field before.
I know I've rolled down the side of...
Looking at the map, you've done... Basically, you've done nothing outside where you are now. If that makes sense.
And I'm not going to go through where the pigsty is.
Well, I never mowed in there anyway, so...
Yeah, I'm not going to go through where the pigs are, so...
I say that field was rough as hell when I did it. Jesus, this is a big field.
Well, it was for harvesting.
I feel like I've driven for ages and I've still not done a lap yet.
Okay, so if I go here... Yeah.
If you look at the map and change the map to your fertilised map, that'll give you a good idea where you're.
Yeah, that's what I have done. But it's just... obviously... See, I can sort of see that once I get back to where I started, it's got the ground, change the ground texture, so I know that I'm now back on the boundary, so that'll help a little bit better. I've already had an hour put on this tractor. Yes, I swapped tractors, guys. I had to. The audio on that warrior was doing my absolute thing.
Whereas mine's got like 6.5 hours on it now.
Yeah.
Mine's actually worked all the way through.
Yeah, but I mean, if I had
What it is, folks, nobody's told him you can refuel tractors. He thinks once they're empty, he has to get rid of them.
No, it's not. If it was just the audio cut out every time was kind of annoying me. You're excused. I'm sort of just chomping at the bit, waiting for an announcement for the new game.
For the F1. I think in years gone by we've got it around this time of year, haven't we? So
it's around spring it normally. We'll see. Are you thinking about the PlayStation's Spartacus thing or not?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, I'm sort of looking like not sure when I'm gonna. It depends how. Depends, like, how it's gonna really sort of work. I mean, I know what it's gonna be. It's just gonna be PlayStation Now bundled in, which makes.
Like, I know. I get what you're saying. That £100 a year just seem a lot, but like I say, you think it's like one game these days.
Well, two.
Well, not quite two full, it's like 1.5. If you go for a collector's edition, one. So to me, it's probably not as bad a value as you think. I mean, how much does Xbox Game Pass is like £12 a month, isn't it? I say no, I've only got because I got the email about my first renewal gone through. $7.99, but that's just the PC side, isn't it? So.
Yeah, well, for full.
Which would be pointless because I don't have an Xbox.
Yeah. I mean, if you did have an Xbox, then it would be worth Ultimate because it's handy. Like say, I play games both on the computer and the Xbox.
Yeah.
And it syncs your data between the two, which I do like. And that is going to be a thing with Spartacus. You are going to be able to play the games on a PC. On one of the, I can't remember which tier it is. One of the tiers is going to allow you to be able to play the PlayStation games on PC. I don't know if it's going to be, if it allow you to play what you've got installed on your console, which would be.
It depends, because that would imply that all those games would have to be ready to play on PC, which is not as simple as it first sounds.
Well, the controllers are Bluetooth.
It's not that, it's making the game run on PC architecture is not always a guaranteed.
Yeah, but a lot of the 360 titles run from the Game Pass.
Probably do, but I can't see being. When you say the ones from the Game Pass, you can't just have a random game and it would work.
Well, I'm surprised, like the Age of Empires that they put on Game Pass, I was very surprised that that works on modern day PCs, because given its age...
It must be, the Game Pass must be able to do a bit of inbuilt, like backwards compatibility.
Yeah, but they're going to be, that's the thing, they're going to be putting PlayStation 1, they're going to be putting older titles on the Spartacus. So how the fuck is like a PlayStation 4 going to handle it? Because it's old. Well, I mean, if a PlayStation 4 can handle the graphics of San Andreas, God, it looks like shit.
Well, it didn't because the
I know it didn't. That's the thing. We know it didn't, but
we still have those versions.
yeah, no, don't have them.
I know they stopped selling them, but they never took them off the people who already had them.
Well, they can't because we bought them. We paid money for them. They can't do that, otherwise it goes against the Sales of Goods Act, and you can basically sue them for it.
I don't know if that still stands all the years after we bought it.
Yeah, if they've removed it from you, you technically could because there's real world currency, real world currency exchange for it. If it was a freebie, I'd understand. But because because you've got hard cash transaction, then they literally can't remove it from you. Even like what happened. Let me use RimWorld as the example. RimWorld got
Australia thing.
Yeah, RimWorld got banned in Australia.
Yeah.
Anybody that owns RimWorld in Australia can still play RimWorld. Obviously, you can still update the game, etc.
Yeah.
But anybody who hasn't got the game in Australia and wants the game can't buy it. But anybody...
He's not going to the VPN and stuff, it's super fine.
Oh yeah, but anybody that already owns the game at present is unaffected by it. It was like, is it Manhunter? Or what the hell it's called? That game.
That title, yeah.
Yeah. When that got banned, if you owned it, you could still play it. Because you've put hard cash, or what is known as hard cash down for it, they can't revoke it, even if they ban the title.
I think there are certain exceptions to those rules, but I generally know what you mean.
Well, yeah, they can remove it and stop new players buying it, but pre-existing owners, they would have to literally compensate them for removing it. And then have about over 1 million players pissed at you. Which wouldn't look good on the company, really.
Well, that's just the EA Games approach normally. I know I could say Take-Two at the same token there, but...
I was going to say, you shouldn't technically try and badmouth EA, because EA currently give us the Formula 1.
I know.
Which... See,
that doesn't make them any less shitty.
No, the EA is shitty for the loot boxes and all that pay-to-win bollocks.
Which
actually
22 might start.
I don't want... If that is going to be the case, I'll start on the piss bandwagon and all. If they destroy what they've done with Formula 1 and the way they've kept that system, which is quite decent with pit coins, because it doesn't force you to buy pit coins if you...
Yeah.
You know, if you can earn them through playing through the pass. You don't have to buy the podium pass, but you will get pit coins eventually when you get certain ranks. Yeah, no, I'd get pissy if they decided to go the scumbaggery approach. But with Formula 1, there'd be no need to do the whole play-to-win situation. There'd be no, pay-to-win. There's no gain to it.
Yeah.
With that title. See, it's like Sea of Thieves, I'll use as another example. Ancient coins. You don't have to... Oops.
You don't have to what?
No, that's my I had my laptop screen down and I just caught it and it just closed my laptop screen.
Oh,
It's fine, it'll put the...
Wait, over to hibernate one.
No, it'll just put the laptop, just shut the screen off, and then when I flip the screen off, screen back on, I'll just have to it goes into a lock state for some reason.
Yeah, you got to enter your PIN. I have to do the same.
Yeah. But yeah, Sea of Thieves, the ancient coins, you don't have to buy the ancient coins, it's just that is their way for cosmetics. It can be quite expensive, but
Yeah.
for some stuff, but at the moment they seem to have this current deal where it's been on
Yeah.
for months and months and months that it doesn't cost you a lot for ancient coins.
Yeah.
I think the most I've paid for a special ship set, I mean this seems a lot. There's a full ship set, cost me about 20 quid. But I will hold my hands up and I will say it was for charity, because it was for, there was one for like Great Ormond Street Hospital. So whenever you bought that ship set, all the money from it went to the charity, not back into the developers' pockets. I think they do occasionally do the charity sets, and I think one of them raised something like 30 grand plus, even with Rare putting in some money themselves. So it's 30 grand for from the Sea of Thieves community, and I think Rare put in like an extra seven or 8 grand or something like that. Which it's it's good to see. If it's like a charity set, I mean okay, it was like that Ukrainian paint job. It was priced what it was, but it was charity, and I don't usually do paint jobs that much in the game. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I keep
fair enough.
saying yeah.
I just can't hear you when you're answering me, that's all.
Sorry.
But it's just, yeah. I don't mind doing stuff like that, but just like the whole fucking Battlefront debacle, that's what originally started getting me into the shit. I mean, we can't really use Rocket League as an example, can we?
No.
I mean, we got Rocket League as a free...
It's a free game, yeah.
Free game. Years... PS Plus, years ago.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be getting withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah?
You probably haven't played Rocket League since...
I haven't touched my PS4 for about a fortnight. I just don't bother.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You're always on fucking Rocket League.
I know, well, at the moment I'm just, yeah.
I know the feeling. I've not really touched my Xbox or my PS4s.
I go through the period, because that's how that's my gaming style. Is I binge a game till I'm getting sick of it, and then don't touch it again for a while, then rinse and repeat.
Yeah, it's not that though. It's just having the time to get us all three of us on to get
That's
back
it.
into like F1, do some F1, or get back into GTA to do some challenges and shit. That sort of thing. It's just having the time to get us all on together. I mean, it's been ages since we just did some GTA racing.
Yeah.
We've not done that since... I don't know, I'd have to go back and find the video. Yeah, I miss when we used to do the GTA race. because it was always a fucking disaster at times.
Oh,
Sometimes you'd get some good races, and then sometimes you'd just get some utter tots.
you'd find a lobby that works and try to stick with it for as long as possible.
I think one night we did have some pretty good racing.
We did run two. I still remember, was it when we were doing the race, we were all in the classic minis?
Yeah. Did you notice much when, obviously, if you'd watched I did watch the Survive the Hunt as well. The one that you sent.
Yeah.
The one where he died rather quickly.
There hasn't been a discussing this month, has there?
Don't know.
Or did I miss it?
The April Fool's one.
Well, for either, there hasn't been a discussing this month.
Well, they won't do for the one where... For the one where he died after 10 minutes, there won't be a discussion on that one. It'll be a discussion for the main one.
Yeah.
That was a good one though.
I'm really enjoying it too, because he's back into the long drive again.
I've noticed he's back into the long drive.
And that is really enjoying. I do enjoy that game.
Well,
yes, we tried the multiplayer and it didn't.
We're still ongoing for fixing it, because there was a fix for it. That's what that update was for it the other day.
Right.
Was part of the multiplayer fix. They're basically trying to fix it. Which,
yeah.
I get it, because isn't the game still in early access?
Yeah, technically. Yeah, well, technically sells 7 Days to Die.
7 Days to Die, but early access. We all have that, by the way.
Yeah, you said you grabbed that.
I grabbed it on the cheap.
Yeah, I think I got it the same, because I wouldn't have paid full price.
Cost me about £5, something like that.
Yeah, I got it on Steam. So I'm going to install on this machine and have to
Oh,
install it.
I have, and I think, like I say, I think that's something Tim has got, and Tim is quite keen on the idea of us all getting into.
Well, I'm willing to have a look as long as they fix the frigging mine situation.
Yeah. That's more, like I say, the landmine situation is more around like the military base structures and stuff. I'd like to get into Project Zomboid as well. That's another one I'd like to get used to into. Because that is fucking brutal. I'll let you know how CDS is.
Yeah.
I take it you know I've got that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't... I haven't got a video. I'm gonna plan on doing a video maybe the weekend. I just need to obviously slot some time in because currently I've got probably about 8 videos to do at the minute. Well, it will be 8 after this. I've had a look at the tutorial. I will just, obviously, this is not, obviously, you guys will see it in the video, because that video will be out after this one, but...
Yeah.
In some ways, it is a little bit, you know, it tells you, like, in the tutorial, oh, be as precise as you can, yeah, when doing certain things. But it can be a little bit forgiving. I mean, I don't know if there is a... which is a bit of a shit if it is. I tried to do the first, like, mission after the tutorial. And it was saying, you know, form up the car. So I formed up the car, but it wasn't completing said check.
Right.
Or then it would do, then it would complete said check, then you'd go to rinse off, but then it was going back to forming up, basically telling you to form the car. It was sort of resetting the first initial check.
Yeah.
So I did report that to the devs, because if that's the case, it's like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to do it? It is promising.
Oh yeah.
Kind of very unsure why they released a DLC straight away just after launching Titan. Mind
To get that money, of course.
was a bit like, but looking through past devlogs and everything, the game seemed to have been like beta tested and stuff, but if it has been beta tested, then why is that the issue?
Yeah.
I need to obviously, yes, I have a sticky note list of games I have to record. That list is cramped. There's about 20 games on it that needs to be on there. There's 20 games, over 20 games on there. I've got to go back into, obviously, Landlord Super again, since they've done that, but obviously,
Yeah.
I have to go back, look at my last video, and think, right, do I get my house back to that point, or do I just, because of this new build thing, start it again? Which maybe I might have to, maybe I might go back and restart.
Yeah.
Obviously I need to get some MF recorded.
Yeah. It's always a good one.
Junkyard Simulator I need to do. That had an update. Ship Graveyard I need to record. Obviously I've got 7 days to die on that list. I've got other stuff on the list. Little interesting. Oh, I've already told Tim, and I forgot to tell you, because obviously I was gonna tell you last night, but I completely forgot and wasn't sure whether to say it in front of Alan, because he took basically just because I play Power Wash Simulator. 20. Oh gosh. 1 second. Let me get the date correct. Otherwise, if I don't get the date correct, 21st of April. Do you remember Coal Mining Simulator?
No, I don't.
It's one we talked about.
Is it? I could be. Is that one actually coming out now?
The prologue, sorry, the demo, or the prologue, you know, basically, first thing, is released now, is coming out on the 21st. If you want to check it out.
Yeah.
That's one I'm obviously going to check out. So you have to look out for that video when I get round to doing it and dropping it out. So, you know, I'm just... It's just getting... So, it's just getting the time to get round to video, because I've got that many stuff. I mean, it's like I said, I've got some more of Aquarist I need to...
Yeah. You're the one at the time when you had.
Yeah, but with my sister being back at work this week, I can't record during the day. Or I could, but there'd be no commentary and I would have to just overlay,
Yeah.
depends on what game it is, overlay a bit of music to it. Like I did with one of the Power Wash Simulator videos. Wasn't the last video that came out, I think it's one of the future ones that's been there.
Yeah, you say it's because of the time you recorded.
Because of the time it got recorded. I could do late night recordings when she's at work, like we do now. I could, obviously when we finish tonight, I could go and record videos. But then
The trouble is as well, if you're doing it because you have to, it never sounds as good as when you want to, because you can tell when things are forced.
Oh yeah, no, but that's what I mean. I could, if there are videos I want to go and do tonight, I could do them, but technically I can't do them. Because once it becomes after 11 o'clock at night, if something really gets, if I had to play games, not that I play any horror games, but if I was, for example, playing a horror game at 11 o'clock at night, I shout, because I get scared by a jump scare, then, there is a chance of breach of peace and all that bollocks. And try to show respect to your neighbours, but the thing is, your neighbours don't fucking respect you. I will fucking have them, if I tell you so. Because it's getting to be beyond the fucking joke. Again. Well, if I ever just, like I say, just keep investing in what I am investing in the investy thing and get enough money, maybe buy a fucking house of my own.
This time next year, Rodney.
One series I've not seen in a year. Not seen in a year, seen in ages actually.
Good God, I'm Jesus. I'm wandering around the map over here and I found a swimming pool, so I tried to dive in it and I just walk across it. I'm fucking Jesus. Ironic time of the year to figure that one out.
Yeah.
Try it again on Monday, he sinks. I thought you could walk. He said, last time I didn't have these holes in my bloody feet.
I'm not saying nothing because I am fucking religious, so, I'll just let that, I'm just not, I'm just going to let it slide, let it run its course.
Yeah, that's why I'll take on the Christian lot, I'm not afraid of it.
Alright, fucking, got a letter through the door today.
Alright.
Addressed to the household. But on the back was, if undelivered, return to JW.
Alright.
Church of Latter-day whatever. Basically, it was the Jehovah's.
Oh yeah, I know it.
And it was like, I opened it, and it's like, oh yeah. It's just saying, oh, we're inviting you to attend blah 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 blah. It's like, are you really trying this shit again? Look what happened last time you knocked on my door. I'm a Satanist. You soon fucked off. I'm not really a Satanist.
He is.
But it's just a case of, I get people have religions. It's just, you believe in what you want to believe, but
Doing religion, it's just the same like me football fans, isn't it? If it helps you get through the day, you know what, I've nothing against it. As long as it doesn't negatively affect other people.
Yeah, as long as you're not pushing your religious views on me, you're fine. Sort of thing. is a true fact. I dated a Jehovah's Witness, and the thing I said, I originally did say to her, was please don't push your views on me just because I am not religious. And
So I didn't ever go far. She didn't know what to do once she actually invited him to the house.
You what?
I said it never went far. She didn't know what to do after you invited him into the house. There's an inside.
Inside of what?
Of a house. Jehovah's Witnesses never get let inside, do they? God.
Oh. I sort of heard what you said and kind of didn't hear what you said at the same time. It went quite far. It went further than expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, like...
that means you found the back door, folks. If you know what I mean.
No, I didn't.
If you know what I mean. This is why there's no mature rating on the Twitch channel.
Yes. And I'm glad that mature... to be honest, I'm glad that I decided to put that on after last night. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I don't know, it was auto mod, but it was the Streamlabs auto mod that was having an absolute bitch fit. Because I didn't even realise that was a fucking thing. Didn't even realise that. Well, I didn't even realise that would moderate as well. But I'm guessing it does.
I guess it took a disliking.
It did take a disliking to a few things. So that's why it was a case of I had to quickly go through the settings last night and check them. That's why I said to you guys after we finished. The settings were set quite high, and I'd not even set them.
They probably default high because it's probably better for them to default basically the highest and let you turn it down if you're willing to run like that.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get feel free finished tonight.
Don't know.
If you're wondering where the money's gone down, by the way, I bought 5,000 litres of diesel in the tank.
Yeah, well, we didn't need these.
Well, mine's down below half a tank now, so...
Did we not have another, like, cultivator or ripper or whatever?
We have a basic one, yeah, but the trouble is the only other tractor that can run it is yours.
Yeah, well, I'm nearly done with this field, so I can jump on the bandwagon and...
I just don't know what... We have got one, you have to double check this time which type it is, because obviously this is basically ploughing. It's not only cultivator with a weird field with a weird 2 states in it. Unless you want to lease the bigger version of these, the 9-metre one.
And then
yeah, then jump on, because your tractor will run the 9-metre. I think it will be a little too over the top for mine.
Like I said, I'm nearly done rolling this field, so then this can...
Well, then the roller can go back because the roller's rented. We've got rain on the forecast, but that should make a big difference to ripping. It's not like we've got physics mods that make it quagmire. Who else but Quagmire?
I've been watching all that Family. I'm now going through Family Guy. I've done the same. Binge watch The Simpsons. I binge watched Futurama, then The Simpsons, then American Dad, and then Family Guy.
Oh, Dad, this is a real loose tangent to Family Guy, but this afternoon as I was coming out of the city, I turned onto the radio station I always use, and they were playing, and God knows it, by a band called Galactic Empire, and it's a heavy metal version of the Cantina band theme.
Mm.
You're like, do 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 do.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm sat there and I'm thinking, anyone inside near a vehicle will think, what the frick's going on, but it's sounding really good. What do you think of that theme from Blue Harvest when the right? Any requests? Play that same song again!
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, it's the actual song that they use in
Yeah.
Star Wars, but the thing was...
Oh, so this is like a version done like heavy metal for the 60s, really good.
Well, it was like the Robot Chicken, when Robot Chicken took the piss on Star Wars.
I think the Blue Harvest has some brilliant moments. When they're trying to get the sofa into the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. It was written very well.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they had to get permission from Lucasfilms to be able to commission them Star Wars ones.
But then again, the best piece take of Star Wars is still Spaceballs.
Yeah.
It's going to be the best one.
The best spoof of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Because we always do it.
Great film, what's what?
But they, yet again, Mel Brooks will have had to get permission from Lucas a little bit. I think there was a little bit of input from like George Lucas.
It's only like the old story that Weird Al Yankovic paid to be at the premiere so he could write the Star Wars parody song.
But there's one video I still love Weird Al Yankovic's, and that is it's Amish Paradise.
Oh yeah.
There is others of his.
Oh, he's using it in general. It's a treasure to the world.
It's the same. It's like Kevin Bloody Wilson as well.
Even down to Weird Al, the fact he had a cameo appearance in all 3 of the Naked Gun films.
Yeah. And
I think the second one when he was trying to hold up the police station and Frank comes through the door and hits him with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got them all at gunpoint and Frank's was his own. Weird Al Yankovic.
I mean, I know he's had a cameo in Family Guy as well.
Me and her watched because it was on Netflix and I haven't seen years Spy Hard.
Oh god. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that. That was another Nielsen. But that he did the theme for it, but he did it proper Bond style. And it's just so amazingly hilarious.
The thing is, as long as you've got good writers who can do things well and not, go on the cusp of things, but don't go over the cusp.
Yeah. That's it.
My still 2 good films is Airplane.
Airplane.
Yeah. Still 2 great films.
That is my Airplane, Naked Gun, Hot Shots, stuff like that, are my go-to. Because it's just
Hot Shots was fantastic.
Rambo.
Was it Rambo?
Kind of, yeah. The first one was Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2. The first one was like
Charlie. Was it Charlie Sheen?
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. Before he
ironically, the guy who played his brother in 2.5 Men was in that as well.
Yeah, but that's where they first met, and then that's how they went on to then sort of develop 2.5 Men.
But yeah, how genius is that? Yeah.
That was before he went on his bender.
So remember this day the roast of Charlie Sheen just after that was one. Oof. Genius.
Yeah, but weird.
Mike Mike Tyson's there with all the face tattoos. Amy Schumer gets up and goes, "It's amazing after all them fights. The face you fucked up, the worst is your own."
Yeah.
Oh, unreal.
Oh. Right. That's been returned. Where is it at? Is it a subsoiler?
Yeah, I think he's under plows. I think these days.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, it is. That's weird. Why the fuck's it under there?
I think it's classed as a plow by the game.
What colour have you got yours?
Mine's blue and white.
Just want to sort of
So I
define.
think you get away with the 9-meter one because you got that little bit more horsepower.
We'll see how it works. We'll see how this goes. So it's going to be 390. It's basically going to be 999 to rent.
Yeah.
To lease this. Oh shit, dude!
What?
You've been down here with a fucking tuk thing.
No, I haven't. What are you working?
Leave shite.
Would I do such a thing?
But you quickly managed to do it while I was in the menu. Because I found my thing on my tractor on. You were trying to flip that, weren't you?
No, I was just going to lift it up.
But the weight, put the weight of it had other ideas.
Yeah, your New Holland's a little bit heavier than that little forklift.
I was expecting this subsoil to be honest, quite heavy for this New Holland.
I don't think it'd be too bad because you said you're 313 horsepower, but it's 320, so you're not a million miles.
No, I meant it to be heavy in weight.
No,
But I've got wheel weights on.
Yeah, I forgot. As you know, I've got that bright pink front weight on this thing.
How much down? So which field you on? Field 1 on the farm.
Three.
What else? What were we on about? Got distracted. Yeah, but
Hey,
oh, that
Phil.
was, yeah, but it was like there was other good moments at the Oscars. But the main thing that everybody took away from the Oscars was.
I'll be honest with you, was the good moments? I don't mean that in that way. I just mean that because if it hadn't been for what happened, I wouldn't even have known the Oscars were on.
Yeah, there was moments to do with like Lady Gaga and stuff like that, but oh no, it was, yeah, Lady Gaga and Liza Minnelli. That was one bit.
Alright.
But yeah, no, the main talking point of the Oscars was Chris Rock getting smacked by Will Smith, and how he still managed to keep get his award for whatever
Well, he's
it
now
was.
banned, hasn't he?
He's what?
He's now been banned for 10 years from the Oscars.
Why am I not fucking surprised? Are you still ripping them?
No, I'm going to get started on the next bit of the job. There's only a little bit left to do.
Why, what are you doing now?
I'm going to go and purchase some seeds.
Okay.
Because the next thing I'm going to start planting. I was looking, because we're going to oil seed. What I might just do, we'll put like barley or canola in field 2. Probably barley, I would say.
Does field 2 need any prep?
No, I think...
The only thing it'll need is rolling once you've put the...
Yeah, and we have a roller, so...
Might it be worth us actually investing in a grassland?
It's up to you.
Not at the moment. Quiet.
To be honest, I think that is because I'm really talking to myself more than out loud.
Yeah, no. weird because even when Tim talks to himself, I can still hear Tim. He does.
I was trying to work out whether our seeder does fertilising. It doesn't, so I don't need to buy any fertiliser at the same time.
How are you going to transport that? We haven't got anything to transport it with, because the only thing we did with transport would have been the...
I've got
trailer.
no, for some reason that bell trailer doesn't do straps.
Does it not?
No, so I've bought that that little car trailer that's cheap in the game.
Yeah.
The one that can be used to carry machinery and that folds. I've just bought. It's only £8 and it'll come in useful for when we get into productions. It'll do for moving stuff as well.
Yeah. It's a kind of... I'm hoping we're going to start making some money soon, because...
Well, I say all we need to do is sell some of that stuff. I know what you mean, yeah, we do need progress hasn't been... There's been a lot of early prep work.
I mean, we are... What? This will be... Because I did, as people may not know, this is actually... They're all numbered. So we are in... I thought I could do it on this one. Oh, well, yeah, okay, fair enough. We're actually only in episode 3. This will be technically, this is only the first episode. This is only the 3rd episode.
Yeah, but as of next one, we does need some forward progress.
Yeah, we do.
That's one of the reasons why I said about speeding time up, because we had time that slow for the first day, that didn't help. Because we had a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, but we had to get. We did have to get.
Now we've got the 5 days bits kicked in, 4 or 5 days bits kicked
4
in,
days.
now we've more time.
Yeah, we've got 4 days. And we're now into September, so there is stuff we could possibly plan.
Yeah, well that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm actually going to say is, when we get the money, it might be worth us buying one of the 9-metre subsoilers.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this tractor is not having any issues with it, which I'm very surprised about.
No, fair enough. You can run it. You can run it. Don't.
There will come a point where we will need another big, powerful brute.
Yeah.
There will come a point where we will need. See, I do like the subsoilers.
It's just so much easier to use than a normal plough. In terms of width, in terms of that, because it's square across the back of the tractor. And all with a standard plough, I could never get my head around.
Well, the one direction ploughs aren't too bad. It's the it's the multi-directional ploughs that can be a pain in the ass. You've got to know which side to put the actual the furrows on, or whatever they are. Them things, the furrows.
Furrows, yeah, I think you're right. That sounds right to me.
Yeah, it can be awkward to know what side to put them on to be able to do it.
Yeah. As you can tell when we're watching these folks, we are not real life farmers, so we are not experts on these things. Well, quite an experience of virtual farming, but...
Yeah. No, we're not going to turn into Claxon's farm. We're not going to. 1, we don't have the capital to invest like he does.
Yeah. 2, we don't have a film crew to follow us around in Amazon's checkbook.
Yeah.
I'm so curious to see what season 2. Because funny what we were talking about last night. I wonder if that does play a part of it.
Yeah.
Funny, because I've been seeing a lot of adverts for this like lager and that from there.
Hmm. Oh yeah. I'd be kind of gutted, you know, once Clarkson's farm finished. It's like once it's, you know, come to a point where there's going to be no more. I'd be a bit pissed if like Amazon.
I can't see the being. I was actually kind of surprised when it got a second season. I must admit, as much as I like it and I want it to, I get that it was probably quite niche market.
Hmm.
And that, yes, okay, the fact that it's Clarkson probably put a few more eyes in front of it, but
Yeah, but it wasn't that. It's the thing that I was about to say was if it did, you know, if it got stopped, I'd be pissed at I would be a little bit pissed at Amazon if they turn around and say, all right, well, Caleb's now going to get some series. Because it's like, well, look, he's only shot to the attention he
what
has.
did that? It'll be Gerald's farm next.
Oh Christ! Every fucking episode subtitled.
Yeah, if it's out like our Sky Q box in German. That's never got to the bottom of why he did that. He only did it to him.
Mm.
But he subtitled him in German.
Which is really weird.
It was like such a random.
Oh, yeah. I really wouldn't like. That would sort of annoy me because it'd be like, well, yeah, Caleb's only had this attention because of Clarkson. But I mean, fair play to him. His probably his other business that he runs will be doing probably well.
And his hairdresser certainly did well.
Still made me laugh when he sort of rolled up in the car he did.
Nissan 350Z, yeah.
And Jeremy sort of had a little bit of a dig at him for it. And it's like, really? A 350Z is not a bad car.
I do love this little telly truck for jobs like this.
If you've had the money, right? You won the. Let's put this hypothetical. You won the lottery.
Yeah.
What would be your dream car to buy? Road car.
If the lottery situation, I'm afraid it would just be one. The problem is, I haven't got that much desire for particularly fancy big stuff. I would have loads of like what you'd think would be quite random. The one nice thing, it'd be something Aston Martin. Probably end up being a Rapide.
Really? Okay.
I do like that. I think the 4 doors actually really suit.
But obviously I did say road car.
Well, that is a road car.
Yeah, I know it's a road car, but that's why I said road car. Go on then. Name whatever cars you would do.
Well, it'd be one of them stupid things. It'd be like, because there's loads of cars out there that I've always liked the look of, but obviously never been in a position to have. I'd try and track down a Nissan Primera GT.
Primera GT.
Yeah, probably never heard of it.
I have heard of the Primera GT.
You've heard of the Primera, you might not know there was a GT edition back in the mid-90s. And they were supposed to be the absolute pinnacle of like front-wheel drive handling. They were amazingly well made. Next,
this is where he'll come out with somewhat random, like fucking, I don't know. I don't think he's the type of person that would go Rolls Royce. I think maybe a Bentley.
No.
Really?
I'd either end up going
More smart.
like, yeah. No, fucking Defender. They cost about the same these days.
Really, Land Rover Defender?
Oh, well, I've had one in the past, don't forget.
Yeah, but would you go old or would you new?
Old because I got 3.5 litre V8.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So you would go the older style, rather than.
Oh, them new ones are a disgrace. But yeah, if you think it luxury like a Rolls, to be honest with you, if you think like Rolls Royce, how come we did it with a Range Rover?
Yeah, I don't want one of those myself. It's too.
You get just as nice from just getting a really nicely spec like Merc S-Class or Beamer 5 or 7 series or Audi A8.
Any more cars you've got there?
I'd be tempted to do a fail race and have an RS6.
Maybe. Don't know. I wouldn't.
Oh, I would. Something, a 200-mile-an-hour car that you can take the dog in the back and then splat it across the boot window. Yes, please. It's funny because I was looking at it, this is like luxury, this is just like something, it's actually quite viable. Like, I was looking at a Merc E500, which, if you know, the E-Class is like the mid-range saloon.
Yeah.
500 obviously is 5 litre V8. Buy them for like 3k.
Yeah. Well, how much is insurance?
Probably not that bad. It's the fuel and the tax and everything else.
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
okay. Oh yeah, I understand why they're cheap. I'm not delusional here. That's why I don't already own one.
See, if money was like, if I won lottery, for example, there's a couple of cars I would get. Well, daily drive would be a Scooby.
That's a brave choice. What are you going to have to actually get to work after it's broken?
The thing is, I'd have the older spec Scoobies. One of the older spec WRX ones.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have the newer shit.
I don't know, that last shape when we went back to saloon, I quite like the look of. But then again, because when I was younger, yeah, I used to love them. Then I got to the point where you get the same performance from a V8 Audi, but you get a better exhaust note and you get a bit more luxury.
I'd also probably, for a battle, probably go for a Volvo.
Solid choice. You know my opinion on that.
And for a track car, I would have a track car. Mercedes AMG Black Series.
Now, to me, if you're going track car, man, you just go whole hog from catering prescription.
Yeah,
for an aerial atom.
Yeah, but to be able to do a tourist for Harton, I would have to go for a Mercedes. A Caterham, I don't think they would. Obviously, they wouldn't be allowed on the public. You'd have to do track days with them.
No, the road legal.
Are they?
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, but I'd like. What happens if you're for example, you're going around the bloody Nordschleife in a Caterham or a fucking aerial atom, and it absolutely starts pissing it down, or
you get
better
wet.
yet, snowing.
You get wet.
Yeah.
You get cold.
That's the thing. That's how unpredictable. You know, you can go. You can start your lap at the Nürburgring. It can be fucking fine as anything. You can get round the track again. You know, you can go round the track, get halfway around the track, and the heavens will open.
Oh yeah.
So unpredictable. It's a great car. But no, if it was a track car, probably I would go Mercedes AMG Black Series.
And I've gone for the Aston Martin at the daily drivers. We've got both the safety cars covered.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I do like the Aston safety car though.
Oh yeah, it sounds incredible.
Mercedes doesn't sound. The Mercedes
Well, it doesn't sound bad. don't get
doesn't
me
sound
wrong.
bad, but I'd still like to see a drag off between the Mercedes and the Aston. But I think the Aston would kill the Mercedes, if I'm honest.
Bird says something about the Aston's actually quite a bit lighter.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think the Aston would kill it in a drag race because it is lighter.
Yeah.
Did you see the FIA statement regarding safety car bollocks?
No.
FIA put a statement out because of driver complaints over the pace of the safety car. They've issued a statement over it.
Right.
And this is... It's on the FIA's Twitter.
Right.
This is getting ridiculous for the FIA. If I'm honest. It's like, statement for this, statement for that, statement for this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but when bloody Jean Todt was in charge, there was not so much of this bullshit with, oh, statement for this, statement for that. Bollocks. And it's like, do we give a fuck? There may be people that do, but it's just like, wow, what a waste of time and energy just putting these fucking statements out. I get you between races, yes, you need to put filler out, but it's bullshit. We all know what a fucking safety car does. We get that the safety car has to control the field, blah-de-blah during the incident, or,
Yeah.
But the statement is just, oh. The FIA are just gone fucking Fruit Loops. They really are at the minute. And that's all they seem to post. This statement, that. Why not post, like, some news, some decent news? You're supposed to be a fucking governing body for motorsport racing. Post motorsport fucking news, why don't you? Not just statement this, statement that, bollocks. Rant over.
Someone take the soapbox off him before he starts again.
No, but like we discussed in the podcast, if you haven't seen that, if you haven't listened to it, you can do via the YouTube. Unfortunately, I've not got the fundage in place to think about putting it on Spotify.
Oh, you actually paid to put it on Spotify?
Yes, you have to pay to put it on Spotify. You have to pay to have what's known as a creator license.
Oh, right. I didn't know that.
And yeah, it's quite expensive.
I can imagine.
Not as much as the Apple license. I can't believe I went for the iPhone. What a knobhead. That's why he said I'm going to hate him. Dude, fucking right. I'm going to piss a lot of Apple users here. Apple iPhones are shit.
As opposed to those non-Apple iPhones.
Well, I did have, this sounds controversial. Back in... when I lived in Kendal, can't remember the year, but anyways.
1861.
I had an iPhone myself. I got very annoyed with it, and as soon as my contract was up, I moved away.
I must admit, I've actually never owned one, but I know enough people with them. I have nothing overly against them, what I said before. I've always preferred Android, and I've been in the Android system that long now. It's just convenient for me to stick with it.
Okay, now what? Anything?
I think we're about. I don't want to start anything else, but else done now. Is think about. I'm just going down to the shop to sort some things out.
Why are
Might as well give
they coming back up here?
what coming back up here.
What are you sorting out?
Yeah. The seed has been filled with seed, but I'm not going to start seeding today because we can never get it finished.
Oh no. Did you leave this parked here on purpose? The New Holland that I found by a shed or a drive or a garage?
Oh, yeah, I had to borrow it earlier on and I just left it there because I was in the middle of something. I may have rolled my tractor and had to go and use that to put it back up again.
Where's the change?
Yeah, I use...
I can't remember the key. What's the key for that? I can't remember.
For what?
I'm going down to the shop. I wanted to make sure I was going the right way. I don't know if I am.
Oh, you press 9 to expand the map.
Yes, I am going the right way. It makes no sense. Because the map obviously stays the way you are on the mini. Then it's getting to know the map and finding out where you are, and because everything's like yellow, it's confusing because it sort of clashes with field numbers a little bit.
We'll turn off grass off you.
No, I was on about the mini map.
Right.
I might need to shift farm. But no, I don't. I just. I just don't really want it just going to be everything so contra. I don't want the FIA really ruining the season. Like they possibly could. Not with decisions, but just with being too strict.
Why have you brought that down here?
Because it's going back to the farm.
So why did you come to the shop first?
Because I wanted to come see what you were doing. I'm still on the video, so I wanted to come see what you were doing.
Alright. I've just bought seeds and also IBC.
I'm surprised that trailer didn't take the IBC. Wait.
No problem.
Yeah, if you just stacked it, you wouldn't have liked it. Remember, didn't we do something stupid and stack them on top of each other?
Something like that, yeah. Just don't forget also I'm putting it with a tractor, not a car, which I think is helping.
It didn't like it when I did it. Didn't like it when I've done it with the tractor at all.
Well, I've had 5,000 litres of diesel, and the IBC on is actually an AdBlue IBC.
A def.
And that's something we're on the farm.
Here we are. Def AdBlue.
So
because you will need to be able to refill your def as well.
Yeah, and having it in a IBC, if we accidentally run one out in the field, at least you can take it out to it. It's probably going to be worth at some point buying a little diesel trailer just so we can have the ability to, if needs be,
transport.
I'm kind of hoping, you remember the little service trailer there was in FS19 that do refuel and also modifying?
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that comes back.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I know there's mods that allow you just to walk up to a vehicle and
yeah, it does.
them. I think that's a bit unrealistic, whereas I could see you having a trailer.
I mean, there is the add-on. We don't actually have the grease add-on.
No, I don't run it anywhere.
Oh, I've got it. Got it, but Never noticed that before.
What's that?
I might have done that little citron.
Oh yeah, it's always there.
Oops. I noticed that in this game compared to the others, you do hear a lot more.
Like bird noise and stuff.
No, more in-cab noise as well. If you've ever listened properly when going over bumps and stuff, you do hear a lot more in-cab noise.
Yeah, he's happy parking space.
Well, do you want? You can.
It's alright, I'll put it right here.
Yeah, but usually that's how we had it last time, wasn't it?
I'm not like that.
Well,
Because then the telly goes in here, doesn't it, next to you on your own?
I don't know, because I thought we had the telehandler in the back shed.
We could have done, I can't remember that.
But if you can fit in this gap, it'll fit in this gap, you know? You leave your tractor running. There, he now can't complain as the start of episode 1 that my tractor is clean.
The little ST Max in the back doesn't exactly getting a lot of use at the moment, is it?
Is it worth?
I would consider trading that in at a later date, but I would wait till something comes up on the second-hand list that's worth trading it for.
Yeah, because
Because a third tractor around's not a bad thing. That's possibly a little underpowered.
it is now. It used to be alright for the carting one of the dump trailer.
We do still have, we have the bigger one, but like, I tried to pull this bale trailer with it before, and it's only half loaded, and it really
It
was
just
not
didn't
happy.
like it, which I thought.
Yeah.
No. Well,
But
anyways,
the only things in the use list are still the stuff we got rid of.
yeah. Anyways, guys and girls, we're gonna end this one here. So, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch. All links are in the description. And we shall see you next time. So until then,
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
goodbye for now.